Hi everyone, Angela da Silva here. I am a holistic therapist and a single mom. And this channel is for you, single moms and single dads, who are seeking to understand yourself deeper so you can create a better life for yourself and for your children. Feeling rejected is one of the most powerful and painful wounds that we can face. It sometimes can tell us a lot about ourselves. Rejection is a wound that was created in our childhood, and because we didn't know how to process emotionally, intellectually, we still carry that wound within us. And it can be small things to big things. The feeling of rejection is the same. And why do we feel rejected? And why is so painful? Well, because every time you face a rejection, you are being triggered. Your wound from childhood is being awakened again. And that emotion that was sitting there in your emotional body is starting to be felt. And it can be quite overwhelmed if you don't realize what is coming from. If you don't understand the nature of this pain, it's really, really painful. We can face rejections in so many ways. Sometimes when we apply for a house, sometimes when we ask for a hug from our children, and if you receive no, you can feel rejected. If you invite a friend for a walk on the beach, if you offer this new project to your work, to your team of work, and if you receive a no, you can deeply feel rejected. And rejection is one of those powerful wounds that can place us in a space of deep pain. We feel that we're not good enough, that we're not worthy, that we're not loved, that we need to prove ourselves. The first thought that comes with the rejection is this: what's wrong with me? Why cannot people love me the way I am? I invite you to look at your experiences that make you feel rejected as a way as how I can learn more about myself here. Sometimes what feels like a rejection is only a redirection. And the most important thing here is you make time for yourself to sit with that pain, to nourish that inner child within you. Gives you that opportunity to understand yourself deeper. And of course, sometimes we get so busy with our daily life, we kind of like suppress, deny, and pushed away that feeling. Something like, I'm too busy here, I cannot deal with this right now. But it is still there, waiting for your attention, waiting for you to allow it to be expressed and felt. Rejection is one of the pains that can teach us resilience, self-understanding, self-compassion. And we tend to face our rejection in a critical way. We start to go to that direction where we feel like we are being too sensitive, we're exaggerating, you are drama queen, and so on. You can create a story around where no one can understand you. You can even not understand yourself. Something is wrong with me. How I'm so sensitive. Why can't I stop crying? Well, I'm here to tell you this is all normal. Welcome to life. And as a single parent, that can happen many times. And because you already are walking on this path as a single parent, it can bring us a lot of wounds towards our previous life where we were married with our children, living with the dad in a house and having that dream life. And if you have not grieved and processed that divorce, this rejection can trigger all that pain again. What I'm saying here is that your rejection is inviting you to grieve that life, to grieve this process where you were transitioning from a life where you had a family and now you're living as a single parent. It's a big change. So sometimes this change can be quite traumatic. But do we allow ourselves to grieve this process? Sometimes not. Because as soon as you step into this single parenting life, you have so much responsibility financially, emotionally, having to manage a house on your own, to work, to take care of the children. So there is no space for emotions and feelings. You don't allow yourself to grieve this transition where you were divorcing, you're separating yourself from that life. And that grief sits there as an old wound. And rejection can be one of the feelings that can take you back to that grief again. So clearly, I invite you here to, every time you feel rejected, instead of criticizing yourself, instead of thinking that there is something wrong with you, I invite you to sit with that pain, welcome that pain. And perhaps you can ask yourself, tell me more, what's here, what this is about? And your pain will tell you. You're going to start thinking about things, memories, emotions that will all come to the surface. Allow that to come. We tend to stop there because it becomes too painful. Sometimes, of course, if it's too much for you to handle on your own, you can approach someone that you trust, that you can feel safe. Otherwise, you can always seek professional help, where you have someone there that will help you and guide you through this process. Rejection is a healthy way of understanding yourself deeper. When you can understand your rejection, you can understand yourself. And when you understand yourself, you can understand others, especially your children. And this is something that you can teach your children to also embrace with grace, instead of looking at rejection as something really, really bad. Rejection is certainly a way of guiding you from your mind to your heart. Rejection is a communication from your body telling you, let's stop overthinking here. Let's be vulnerable and feel it. We can certainly connect rejection with worthiness, and that's not true. I invite you to pay attention to stories, things that you create in your mind and you tell yourself about rejection. Rejection is not about who you really are. It's a perception how you're receiving the experience. You are fully loved, and the most important thing here is you allow yourself to be loved by yourself. So instead of criticizing, avoiding your rejection, welcome that experience. I certainly invite you to journal, or even to open a sacred space where in solitude, me time, you can connect to your body and to your emotions. Going for a walk, listening to music, it's always safe and healthy way to connect those deep and heavy emotions. Most importantly, be kind to yourself. Rejection is certainly a not easy emotion to process, but if you can open space for it, you will grow a lot, expand a lot with it. Stay strong, and thank you for being